So,
I
hi
came to the
Leute, wir
States
sind
at
wieder
the age of
hier
14.
auf Intro
My name was
aufgetaucht.
Peter Brenner then, but I thought
So,
it was
ich
a
werde nicht
good
viel
idea to
reden.
cut off the
Lest
old
einfach ein
ties.
bisschen mit.
I didn't lose my Austrian accent though. I got my citizenship pretty soon and enlisted after college for 4 years in the army. I thought it would be a good idea to give proof of my loyalty. However, 9/11 changed everything. After 2 years of duty in Iraq, I had enough and settled down in New Jersey. With my army record, I got myself a nice boring job with the New Jersey State Troopers. It was my first step to hell. I started to gamble, and with gambling, the drinking came. When they fired me, my captain gave me a PI license at least, and some first jobs immediately. Those jobs were pretty good, but they didn't last long. In the end, I was hunting cheating husbands and lost cats to pay my bills. And instead of paying them, I gambled, lost the money, and drank more. I guess I would have gone down in a blaze of shame if I hadn't run into Sam.
Sam? Only very few people are allowed to call me that. The name is Samantha Miller, and I run the fraud investigation department at WTY Insurances. You wouldn't believe how many people try to make some easy money on insurance fraud. People crash their own cars, burn their own houses, hell, some even cut off their own toes to cash on our back. If they try that, I always get them caught. But there are more difficult cases, and sometimes I'm out of legal options to do my job. And this is where Pete jumps in. At first he was only another drunk loser who tried to pick me up in a bar, but when I realized how clever he could be, I offered him a job instead of getting him laid. And sometimes he's the key to my success, like in the case at hand. Dr. Andrew Edwards here died at the age of 85. Nothing unusual so far. Not even the $10 million his life insurance has to pay. But the benefiters were shady, to say the least. Several associations targeting communist activities in America and the Center for Transhuman Progress. I ran a background check, and that was when it got really weird. There were no birth records, no insurance records, no driver's license. Basically nothing in the system dated before 1991. The insurance fees had been paid by a company on the Cayman Island. And the only official asset known is a hut in the woods of New England. To my surprise, I didn't get a search permit for the hut. Technically, my investigations ran into a dead end. At least the legal part. So I decided to take the high road, but I wouldn't drive it myself. I needed a scapegoat for the worst case scenario. And who would be better than... Pete was sober. At least not too drunk to get the idea what I proposed. With 10 millions at stake, his share would be 2 millions if he succeeded in getting any proof of unnatural death. My company would refuse payment to the shady heirs. Pete would be rich, and I would have a realistic chance of becoming the youngest member in the boards of directors. In the end, it's
So echt geil gemalt hier die Bilder, aber der PT hier, den könnte man besser nehmen. Komm, laut schneller. Potsdam ist auch.
in. Hell, it smells like blood and death.
So, den ganzen Text kannst du selber lesen. Das dauert einfach zu lange, ich alles lesen will. Okay, ja, das bringt gar nicht, ich glaube. Okay.
Sam,
Jetzt hier wieder
Sam,
ein Skelett.
what do you
Jetzt
know
geht das
about
nicht
this
los.
guy? There is something
This is the
really
Blanco.
awkward
No.
and creepy going on.
Ja.
According to his record,
Leute,
he
ich
was
will
some
wieder
kind of
weitergehen.
scientist. Let me see. Ah, biology.
Ja, was soll das? Ja, das war ganz ziemlich, aber mit Medizin. Eine Zettel. So, okay, so, wieso? So, okay. Immer schön langsam gehen. Ah, schon ein bisschen Blut auf dem Boden. Gehen wir zum Fernseher. Schauen wir uns mal bitte. Bin da wieder mal ruhig.
Dog's heart. It can function as well in artificial conditions as in a living organism. And for this purpose, blood is introduced into the cardiac vessels. The isolated heart beats just as it did a few hours previously in the living dog. The artificial blood circulation ensures the metabolism necessary for the life of the head.
Das ist ein Hund und
The
keine
isolated head
kaputte
lives on for hours
Well oder
and
sonstiges.
reacts to external stimuli.
Gee,
So ein schönes
those
Video,
Russian
ein
scientists
Hund.
were really sick.
Okay, gelesen. Eine Kiste. Ich will es mitnehmen. Medipack. Ja, okay, ich darf ganz mitnehmen. Kamille, wieder Blut, wieder Medipack. Ein Bett. Okay. Waschbecken. Was ist das? So. Ja, das weiß ich auch schon. Warten wir. Ich nehme ja was raus aus der Tür. Okay. Kommt was? Gott. Ist jetzt nicht hinter mir kommt. Oh, ich weiß genau, was kommt, wenn ich noch mal hingehe. Kein Bock. Na gut, machen wir es mal wieder. Bin aber nicht blöd, ich gehe lieber rückwärts hin. Und bis dahin habe ich ja schon mal gespielt. Du kriegst du Mongosau. Ja. Schalldämpfer nicht nachladen. Ja. Du musst deinen Körperteil, dein Wichtiges zum Fortpflanzen. Bist du aus diesem abgeschossen? So, ich hoffe, die darf mir die
I need to override the switch box. Should be a piece of cake.
MIDI-Pack. Schade. Vertretung nicht mehr. Das ist schon drin etwas. Okay, aber ja, was ist da jetzt neu hinzugefügt worden? Okay, hab's gesehen. Ja, habe ich dich voll erledigt, Leute. So. Ja, hol deine Waffe raus. Ich kann das nicht mehr nachwechseln.
Sam!
Bitte, ey.
I got attacked by a naked freak.
Naked? Male or female?
Honestly, I didn't look at the private parts. But I guess male.
Aww, poor Pete.
Shut up! I guess you're not telling me everything you know, right?
Passendes Stück Metall. Okay. Hol ich mir jetzt. Ja, das ist coole. Hast du Metall? Auch nicht, okay. Keiner hier Metall. Stimmt die Lampe? Auch nicht. Auch nichts oben. Auch nichts. Okay, wo kriegen wir Metall? Da ist ein Punkt. Ja, das ist doch. Ist doch nicht was. Gott, schaust du endlich aus, wenn man sich so einen Abend hat. Jetzt. Wie schaust du das? Die würdest du überfahren oder angefahren? Dann siehst du diese ganz schön Welt hier. Angefahren.